We're going to be looking at Instagram for business today. Why do you need Instagram for business? What should you be doing? Why should you be doing it? It's a two-part series, so be sure to watch both parts. And yes, subscribe so you get notified when part 2 goes up. Part 1, part 2,
we're going to be talking about Instagram for business. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I'm just waiting for a few more people to join in the conversation, and then we take off. Yes, thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. So yes, we are going to be talking about Instagram for business. Could you please send out this live to your friends and your network so that they can join us and we can really have a really robust and interesting session this evening. My name is KK. I am going to be sharing with you some of the things that we've done in my businesses. Now, as you know, this is like my personal page, but I do have business pages, about 5 other business pages. I do not run all of these pages by myself. I have an amazing, fantastic team who runs these businesses with me. But yeah, I'm just going to be sharing some of the tips that I've used, and it'll be great if you're here and you can just let me know if you're a business such that I can actually pull you up on stage and you can join the session. That'll be fantastic, right? Because I mean, it's always a good thing to talk about your business. So don't feel shy. Don't feel shy. Don't feel shy. If there's something you do, come up. And let's have a conversation about it. Why should people follow your business page? What is the sort of value that you provide on your business page? But just not to waste a lot of time. So I have a document that I've actually put together for this. Yeah. You guys know I like to do things well. Yeah. So I actually put an Instagram document together. I kind of use this document on Clubhouse. So if you have an iPhone, then you should be on Clubhouse. Okay. So it'll be great for you to actually join Clubhouse. So what is Instagram? Instagram is a social media tool, but the reality is, as in any tool, any technology tool, it is an enabler, right? So Instagram for you can be an enabler if you choose it to be so. So it's really important for every single social media tool, any technology driven tool that you use, for you to actually define your purpose. So why are you on that tool? Why are you using that tool? What is it, right? When people connect with you, how should they be connecting with you on that tool? So we are looking at Instagram as a business tool today, okay? And even for me, this is my personal brand, like I said, but I still have businesses, right? So excuse me, stuff like my coaching business, my mentoring business, my consultancy business, I kind of talk about them on this particular page that you're on right now. So how do I do that? What do I do? Should I even be doing that? So those are the sort of questions that I'm hoping that we can get into. And if you do have a question for how you can use Instagram for business, feel free to drop it in the comment section, and I'll be really excited to actually just take that question. So a lot of people have been using Instagram for business. And why is that so? That is so because I was pulling up some statistics, right? And it is said that over 1 billion accounts worldwide are on Instagram every single month. Every month you have over 1 billion. I'm not talking million, I'm talking billion. Every single month they use this every single month, and I got this from business.instagram.com. Okay, so that's how huge this platform is, right? Huge platform. So that means that even as a food business, right, it's not necessarily about you selling food to those that can connect with you. That's maybe you're in Edo State, in Benin City, in Texas. No, it's not just that, right? It's not just those in your immediate community. It means that anywhere in the world, somebody can be connecting with your brand. And what that means is, how do you position your brand to take advantage of the market that exists for your brand, for your business? So that's something that you should be talking about, right? Something you should be thinking about, something you should be strategizing about, and thinking really deeply about how to use Instagram in the holistic sense for your business. Okay, so that's some of the things that we will be looking at today. And it's important that from that 1 billion people, 90% of a billion, to be honest with you, 10% of a billion is huge. But 90% of that billion people who are on Instagram every month actually follow at least 2 business accounts. 2 business accounts. So it's not just about them being on Instagram. They're also on Instagram because guess what? They can get ideas, they can get value, they can get tips of Instagram, of your page, right? So what do you need to do? What you need to be thinking about is, how can I position my brand as a brand that maybe through a hashtag, somebody happens to get on my page, they stay there. They stay there because my first 3, 6, 9 posts are value-driven posts. Yeah. From time to time, what I do, and I'm sure you've noticed it if you follow my page, from time to time, what I actually do is I clean out my page. So you would notice that I would archive some posts. So don't ever delete a post, never. When you delete a post, you lose all the data from that post. So what you should be doing, maybe you have a post that you don't generally want to have on your page anymore. What you want to do is archive it, not delete. Never, ever, ever delete your page. If you have a question, please remember to put it in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to respond to that question. So I'm going to have a quick session with Easy Meals, and I'm going to ask her a few questions. And if you're here, what I'm hoping that you do is that you pull up your bio. I said, when you get on this live today, I need you to actually have your content creation book open, okay? Because that's what I plan to be doing today. I would ask people questions, and then we would come up, and in providing the answers to these questions, you will get your questions answered as well as to how you should use Instagram for business. So yeah, we have the very first business up on stage.
Hi everybody. It's nice to be here.
It's good to have you here. Hi everyone.
It's good to be here.
This is an Instagram for Business series, and we have our very first guest on this show. Her name is Azume Oboro. I know her personally, and she has grown immensely. And let me tell you one way that she has grown. She has grown organically, right? So all of the 1,000 plus people on her page are there because she has grown them. And so I'm going to be interviewing her right now. If you even want people to know what you do, how you do it, you know what? This is a great opportunity, because guess what? You can leverage off of my audience and have a conversation. Hi, Easy Meals. It's good to have you here.
Hi, it's good to be here. It's really good to be here. Thank you for sharing your platform.
Can you tell us what it is that you do? But in telling us what it is that you do, I don't just want you to say, I'm Easy Meals. I want you to come at it from a value-driven position. So if you have somebody, for example, who is listening now, who may need your services, how will they connect with your services? So that's how I want you to introduce yourself. Give it a power pitch so that somebody can, from this live, click on your page and say, I need something from Easy Meals. Come on, take it away.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Azume Oboro. I am one of the few people in the world that is able to have two passions and have them working side by side. I'm an architect, and in architecture, I put together spaces, I create value for whatever function you have. And in my cooking business, Easy Meals, I'm able to take apart different meals, different recipes, and deconstruct them and reconstruct them in a way that gives you an easier way of doing it, that brings value to you. And in the process of all of this, I provide treats, I provide recipes, I provide value, I provide kitchen solutions. So Easy Meals really is for easy living. Thank you.
Oh, fantastic. Wow. So guys, if you want easy living, if you need a recipe, if you need her to maybe take a look at your space virtually as an architect. So why I love this, right, is that, yeah, exactly. They are super awesome, right? And thanks everyone who's on this live. Those of you loving my energy, I love you too. If you want to understand how this energy comes about, shoot me a DM and let's have a conversation. So one thing I absolutely love about what Easy Meals said is easy living, right? So if you're that person, everybody wants life easy. What she does basically is she provides you with recipes. If you have a meal, for example, maybe it's a meal you saw in the recipe book and you have not been able to cook it, either because you live in Nigeria and you're unable to get some of these ingredients, guess what? Shoot Easy Meals and she would consult with you and let you know what you need to do. You will pay her a fee, but it's not a large fee, right? But it's something that you will enjoy. And if you go on her page, one beautiful thing that she does is she puts together a lot of different things. Quick meals, quick recipes, quick do-it-yourselfers, quick all sorts, right? And she also has a book. So you can actually buy her ebook, or you can buy the
hard copy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or the quick recipes,
Very smart. Yes, she does have it. And something that is amazing is if you need her to look at your space virtually and give you advice as an architect, and she is a certified architect. So I'm not just coming and just talking
Yes.
here, right? So if you have that, then you can just do a virtual tour with her of your house, and she can actually give you advice on how to redesign those spaces and what to do with those spaces.
Yes, and how to increase your functionality.
Fantastic. How to increase your functionality, not just in your homes, but in your kitchen, specifically in your kitchen.
Exactly.
So that's amazing. So Easy Meals, it'll be great for you to also talk to us about why should people connect with you on Instagram? Why?
They should click the link to connect with me because they're going to get value for whatever data they spend on my page. They're going to learn new ways to create regular meals. They're going to learn alternative ingredients for regular recipes. They're going to find new ways to place their dishes and make their regular meals and their homes. In short, they're going to learn to make the kitchen the hub of the home. They're going to have guests and wow them with their presentations. And guess what? They're going to learn about spices. They're going to learn cooking tips. They're going to learn ways to preserve ingredients that they have in excess so that they can reuse them later. And they are still fresh and they're still usable. They're going to learn how to use the regular kitchen gadgets to solve problems, like using your food processor in less than 10 seconds to have pounded yam. Instead of having to use the mortar, little things like that. You're going to learn how to, when you have old onions, how you can keep them and reuse them later. Little things that can change your kitchen and that can change your food business, your food game. Come on, a pro in the kitchen is just somebody that has done it over and over and over again. And I can make you a pro.
Fantastic. Wow. Thank you so much for hopping on Easy Meals. It's great to have you here. If people want to connect with you, what other way can they connect with you off Instagram? Do you have stuff on your bio that points people in that direction? Just let us know that. But before you go on,
yes, I
hi
do.
Everyone. Thank you for everyone who has just joined in. We're going to be doing this series from time to time. What we simply want to do on this series is give you a platform to talk about your business, give you a platform to actually meet the people that matter in your business, connect with them, reach a wider audience, and guess what? Put yourself out there. We are looking at using technology functionally, and we will want you to be part of this series. Easy Meals is going to wrap up in a few minutes, and guess what? She's going to go up. You are very welcome to join me on stage and let us talk about your business. Let us talk about what it is that we can do together on this application, and then connect with people who maybe need your services, right? So Easy Meals, take it away.
All right, so if you want to connect with me offline and not on Instagram, you can click the link in my bio. It leads you to the landing page on my website. And what you have there is you have different buttons that can reach me by mail, by WhatsApp, on Facebook. And aside from that, in most of the posts that I do, especially those that provide value and that talk about my trips and all that, I usually put my WhatsApp. Yes, exactly. All my posts provide value. So I usually put my WhatsApp number there so that you can always reach me on WhatsApp, because I know most people here do WhatsApp. But if you click the link on my bio, you're going to have access to all of my platforms to get in touch with me. And most times, if you comment on a post, I'm going to reach out to you on the DM.
Fabulous.
If you don't want to go through all the extras.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming, for talking about your business. I do hope that just by you being here, you will receive some connections, and hopefully you can sell a bit more recipes. You can do some consultation for people who just maybe don't even know how to cook or want to cook a particular meal and need your coaching in that regard. So I'm really hoping that comes out of this platform for you. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye. So that's it. So that was Easy Meals, right? She just was on this platform with me. So that's how she's gone. So right now, you also have an opportunity. Send a request, and I will accept you and bring you on, and you can talk about your business. We can do a bit of question and answers. But Easy Meals said something that I thought was critical, right? She had a way for you to connect with her off Instagram. Now, as somebody who is using Instagram for business, you need to understand that there's some of your clients who connect with you who are not necessarily Instagrammers, right? They don't necessarily stay on Instagram. They're not really interested on the app. So they come to the app once in a while. And maybe when they got on the app, they saw you. How do they connect with you outside the app? You have provided no avenue for that to happen. Now that is a problem. So what you need to do is say to yourself, how can I use Instagram to become a space where somebody else can connect with me? And that's what you need to be thinking about, right? So in that your Instagram bio, where does it link to? How do you even, guys, my hair is funny today. I don't understand what's going on. So just manage it while I keep trying to adjust it and be a chick. Okay. You know me. So how can you actually be that person that people can connect with? How do they connect with you off Instagram? That's one classic tool that people forget. Whilst you're on Instagram, that's not the only place people connect with you off it. So how do you get them to connect with you off Instagram? Begin to think about that right now, even as I bring the next person on stage. Hi. Now, this next person is amazing. She's a handwriting coach. Now, you might be asking yourself, what do I need a handwriting coach for? But she does more than just handwriting, right? So when she comes on stage, it will be great for us to have a conversation with her. So, hi.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening,
Yes,
Mrs.
I'm doing
Kaykay.
chic,
How you
adjusting hair,
doing?
you know. I think I need a hair coach to come up as well. So it's really good to have you here. It's fantastic having
Thank
you
you. Thank
here.
you for this opportunity. Thank you for
It's
this.
such a
It's really an
pleasure. It's
amazing
such a
one. Thank
pleasure.
you very
So
much.
what I need you to
Thank you.
do is I need you to power an introduction. Let me tell you what an introduction does for you. An introduction connects
Okay.
people with your passion, right? So it's not just about you talking about yourself. No, it's about you helping people understand that even if this is what I'm presenting to you, but there's so much more than this. And that's something about using technology tools that people don't do, right? So I really need you to introduce yourself and let people know what it is that you do and why they need to connect with you. So please take it away.
Okay. Good evening, everyone connected. My name is Adebike Adenuga, the handwriting tutor. Now, what do I do? I help you to transition from a bad handwriting to a good handwriting. Not just good, legible, fluent, and coherent. I do that with schools. I do that with individual parents. I do that with pupils. I do that with organization. I just want to help you to write well. That's all I'm out to do. I am that educator who is passionate about your handwriting. I want to see everybody write well.
Fantastic.
So I am concerned when I see you write, I'm looking at what you are writing. Is it sitting well? Is it standing well? Is it well organized? Because I tell people, when we see your handwriting, we can literally tell who you are. If you are a disorganized person or you are an organized person. We can
I agree.
tell from your handwriting. So I help you to transition from bad handwriting to good, legible, fluent, and beautiful handwriting. Now, how do I do that? I go to schools. I work with some schools to work with their children. I work with some parents to work with their children. So it depends. I work with companies to work with their staff that they want to help to write well. That's all I do. And aside that, I am an author also. I write children's book because, you know, this passion of writing well pushed me so much that I want to see a child write down in a book. I want to see that the child is writing well. I just don't want to give a child a pencil to write when I have not done the necessary things I am supposed to do. So I have different books. Like there's one I call pencil control activity. Inside the book, the children are just meant to scribble, to color, to do all of that. Because I believe as an handwriting tutor, that helps to prepare any child for a beautiful handwriting. If a child can grip a pencil well, scribble well, color objects inside the object, not outside. Color objects coordinatedly, that child will be able to write very well. So I have books on that for children. I have books on coloring for children.
I've known you on Instagram, right? I didn't know that you had merchandise.
Yeah, all of this happened during the COVID.
See? So you know,
Yes, I
I'm going to
just
say
sat
something.
down.
I'm going to talk about something very quickly that people forget when they're using Instagram for business. A lot of times we want to show the best of us on Instagram, but the
Mm,
reality is people want to see what happens on the other side. People want to see how
mm,
you struggled with that book. People want to hear about your thought process regarding how you began to create those books, and that's something I haven't seen on your page. So what I would advise is, what is that one thing that you're going to do differently on your page to connect those people with what it is that you
okay,
do? And one thing that I would say is to let people know that, you know what, do you realize, basically reintroduce yourself on your page. Reintroduce yourself
okay,
talking about your value added services. That is not just about handwriting, it's about all the other things that you do beyond handwriting. Talk about your merchandise, talk about how they need your merchandise, right? Maybe not for you. Why give a gift that is not interesting, right? Why give a doll? There's so much more that you can give as a gift, and my merchandise are the
yeah,
perfect tool for that child. So it'll be great for you to maybe add that on.
okay,
Fantastic. And also, I want to ask you, if people want to connect with you off Instagram, right? How do they do that?
okay. In my bio, there's a link that can lead them to my WhatsApp. It's always there every time. You can get to me
Okay.
through the link. You go straight into my WhatsApp, and we
Okay.
connect from there. When you send
Oh,
DM,
that sounds lovely.
I lead you from the DM to my
Hmm.
WhatsApp, so
Okay.
we can talk very well.
Fantastic. That sounds
Yeah,
lovely, actually. Okay, so you're going
yeah.
to do a final pitch right now, and in your final pitch, what I need you to do is to talk about why people need you. So what is that? So it's almost like an IDA. So let me tell you guys about the IDA approach whilst um Nika is here. And I told you guys, I always write things down because writing is really important
Mhm.
for me. And so
Very, very
IDA is, and
important.
you may have heard it
Very, very
before.
important.
Yes, it is.
Very, very
And
important. I tell people.
IDA is a marketing tool, right?
Yeah.
AIDA. So IDA, AIDA. A is the awareness phase where you're actually talking to people about who you are and about how you
Mm,
can reach them. So you're making them aware of the problems that they have.
mhm,
Okay,
mhm,
so that is A. A is get people to be aware of the problem that they have. All right. There's some times where you're buying a mango and you can see that mango was ripened. Why? Who ripened it? They want people to buy the mango. So maybe they boil it in hot
mhm,
water or something like that. So that's something you want to do with your A. You want to make people aware of why it is that they need you. That's A. I is your interest and the objective, right? So why do you know, do you realize that handwriting can make you make people throw away your proposal if it has to be handwritten? So let me tell you
mm,
why you need to sort out your handwriting. You need to do that such that once you've gotten a foot in the door, you get people to read your work. So what have you done there? You've actually created an objective for why they should connect with you. So that's your I,
mm,
right? So that's the interest, sustaining that interest. Then your D. Okay, your D is why they want to connect, right? So you're giving them a reason to actually want to connect with you. Okay, so that's interesting. Then A is the action, that's your call to action. So your D is what they need to do, right? So that is what I'm going to do for you. This is what you need to do to connect with me. And then, sorry, the D is what they need to do and what you will do for them once you're done,
when they
once they've
connect with
connected
me.
with you. Exactly. Then your IAIDA, your A is the action. So that's your call to action. If you want a handwriting that makes you stand out, if your child is having problems with their handwriting and they're
Handwriting.
failing as a result of that, then you need to connect with me because I have a solution for that child. That is your A, your call to action. So AIDA. That's really interesting. So come on, give us that power pitch now, and then we'll go to the Sukwat question.
Okay. Now, why do you have to connect with me? You have to connect with me because you need me to help you to have a beautiful handwriting that makes you stand out anywhere.
Fantastic.
Either you are a teacher or you are a professional in other field. When you write, people should be able to look back and say, come on, who wrote this? And they are happy to meet with you. I tell people, even when you are not an efiko, but you have a good write, people will conclude already that, this person must be an efiko, even if you are not, because they judge you by your handwriting. So I will help you to be able to write, to stand out amongst others when you write.
Fantastic.
That's what I would do for you
Fantastic.
when you connect with me. And if you have any child struggling with handwriting, don't forget, handwriting is connected to literacy. If your child have problem with handwriting, there's going to be problem with literacy. Check it out. If you have not noticed that, please do notice. Handwriting, there's going to be a problem with spelling. There's going to be a problem with literacy, how that child constructs his or her work. There's going to be a problem. So you connect with me, I help you, I help your child, I help your teachers. If we have school owners here, everybody in your school can write the same way. You want to try it out, connect with me, and you'll see the magic done. All your teachers can write on the board the same way. Your children will naturally flow with that tempo that your teachers have brought in. Try me and see.
Fantastic.
It
Fantastic.
just can happen.
Fantastic.
It can happen. Everyone can write well.
That honestly sounds amazing. Thank you so much for coming on stage. Guys, you guys have met the handwriting coach, the amazing handwriting tutor. She doesn't just work with children, she works with groups, right? She works with you.
Yes.
So you want to connect with her, you want to get your handwriting, you know, wrapped up really nicely such that when people come in contact with your writing, they want to connect with you just because you have an amazing handwriting. Fantastic. Thank you so much for coming up. Thank you so much. It's great to have you here. And I do hope that from here you will get a lot of clients, you will get group coaching, people to help you out, and then fantastic. So I'm really hoping that people take advantage of your services just by you being on this platform. Thank you so much for coming up on stage.
Too. Thank you very much. Thank you.
If you bye for now. And you want to come up on stage, click it and just come up and let's have a conversation about what it is that you do, how it is that you do it, and how you can actually support people with the services that you do. We've had Easy Meals, who makes your life easy. Easy Meals, easy living. And it's not just about the meals. She's also an architect, and she can help you sort out your spaces. We've just had Adenike. She is the Adebike. I beg your pardon. I don't know why I call her Adenike. My apologies. Adebike. She is a handwriting tutor, and she can sort out your handwriting, not just for you, the adult, but for your children as well. So you do want to connect with her as well. There was something that Adebike said that I thought was beautiful. She talked about what she does. And that's something that is really important when you're creating content. When you're creating content, you have several content blocks, and these content blocks help you, right? How can I help you? How are you doing this thing that is causing you frustration? That is how. And what you're doing is using this content. It's almost like your intros, right? They are what help your business kind of move forward, right? Helps you in creating content so that you don't run into a block, literally into a wall, and then you're unable to create. So you should be able to tell people how what you're doing will help them out, how it is that they're doing something that is getting them to be frustrated. You need to be able to ask them how they feel when they're doing this and they're not able to do it. So how do you feel when you're reading the Bible and you don't understand it? Do you know that there's an easier tool? How do you feel when you write something and people keep asking you, what did you write? What did you write? That's the how. How do you feel? So you're connecting to their emotions. Again, it's using the either tool. You're helping them become more aware of that problem that they have, such that you can jump in and solve it, and they see you as a solution provider. So that takes me to 4 types of content you should be posting on any social media content. You should be posting value, which is like teaching. When you're teaching somebody, that is one content you should be posting. The second type of content you should be posting are motivational. So motivation, inspiration, that's the second type of content. The third type of content is connection content, right? Where you see me dancing on my reels, all of that is connection. It's connecting you to my brand, to my person. The fourth content are your sales content. That is your salesy content, 4 content. So you should have those 4 pillars of content for any business you have, on anything, on your website, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on WhatsApp, on anything. You should have those 4. Value, education, motivational, which is you can put a quote or something like that, sales, and then connection, right? So when you think about it, my personal page is mostly connection. So if you want to connect with Okeyinfu Ajayi,
Go on her personal page, you will find it there. And sometimes I actually take off content from my personal page and post it on. Sometimes the team as well does that. Sorry guys, I'm sweating, but if I put on, we don't have the honesty. We want to manage the money, our money. For instant money, to go high. Okay. So back to what I was saying. So if you want to connect with me, then you can come on my personal page and you will see me there. And sometimes we take off content from my personal page and put it on some of these other pages, just so that people can connect with me. Right. So that's something that you need to be thinking about. That's something you need to be doing. Right. And just think about it. I'm not saying jump on it, just think about it. So let me go back to the content blocks that I was talking about. Right. So you should, when you talk about your creation blocks, so these are, we're talking about creation. And to make it easy for you, so one tool I use is Facebook Creator Studio.
Part 1, part 2, value packed. So keep watching, and yes, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. Bye.